You've been lied to. For decades, the survival community has clung to a single, easily built solution: the Faraday cage. The idea that a simple metal box, correctly grounded, can shield your most precious electronics from the devastating electromagnetic pulse, the EMP, has become gospel. It's the first thing every single prepper buys. It's the ultimate security blanket. But the reality is far more terrifying. The simple DIY Faraday cage is not a shield. It's a beautifully crafted coffin for your most vital gear. It offers you a false sense of security while leaving your communications, your navigation, and your life support systems utterly vulnerable to destruction. We are not talking about common solar flares. We are talking about a high-altitude nuclear detonation, a human-made catastrophe designed to send society back to the Stone Age. Today, we exposed the 3 critical points of failure of the consumer-grade Faraday cage. The first point is a rookie mistake. The second is an engineering nightmare. And the third, the true threat, is the one scientists refuse to talk about. It's the geological hammer blow you cannot see, and it will destroy everything that survives the first blast.
The entire promise of the Faraday cage rests on one principle: grounding. The idea is that the metal enclosure intercepts the electromagnetic energy and shunts that energy harmlessly into the earth. It sounds flawless on paper. The cage becomes a perfect conductor, and the charge bypasses your laptop, your walkie-talkie, or your portable generator. But the EMP is not one single blast. It's a complex, multi-layered attack on the electrical grid, and the energy pulses arrive in 3 distinct waves: E1, E2, and E3. Your simple metal box is designed to deal with E1, the fastest pulse, which is over in a matter of nanoseconds. E1 is fast, but relatively easy to shield against if your cage is truly perfect. The real deception lies in the design flaws. Every single consumer-grade Faraday cage, whether it's an old microwave oven or a military surplus ammo box, contains a fatal vulnerability: the grounding point itself. To be a perfect conductor, your cage must be a perfect insulator to the earth at the same time. The problem is that the wires running to the ground, the very lifeline that is supposed to save your gear, will be overloaded. The rapid charge transfer will create a massive localized surge at the point where the wire meets the cage. This surge often melts the grounding wire before it can shunt the full load. Or worse, it creates a momentary potential difference inside the cage, turning your beautiful metal box into a surge conductor. Imagine sitting in your bunker, listening to the static fade. You wait a few hours, then confidently open your cage, only to find that your essential medical device, the one thing you spent thousands to protect, has been flash-fried by the very wire meant to save it. You didn't die from the blast. You died from the failure of your own preparation. This leads us to the second, more insidious point of failure: wire entanglement. The energy from the EMP pulse doesn't just dissipate, it induces current in everything that acts as an antenna. Your cage might be safe, but what about the power lines, the water pipes, or the amateur radio antenna running just 5 feet above your buried cage? The electromagnetic field will induce a current in those exterior lines, and through magnetic coupling, that energy can jump the distance. The current doesn't need a direct electrical connection. It needs a magnetic field. Your wire-free cage is still sitting inside an invisible, magnetically charged microwave. The wires running outside your shelter, powering your exterior sensors or your main generator, they become the ultimate vector. They will drag the surge right to the lip of your cage, and that proximity is all the magnetic field needs to penetrate. This is the flaw that turns every suburban prepper's dream into a nightmare. But this is still just the electromagnetic layer. The true geological threat is what we address next. It's a part of the EMP blast that travels at the speed of light yet moves through the crust of the Earth, and nothing man-made can block it. We call it the E3 component. This section will introduce the final and most dangerous component of the EMP wave, E3, Geomagnetically Induced Current, GIC. Explain E3, the slow-moving, long-duration component of the EMP blast, lasting seconds to minutes. Unlike E1, which Faraday cages target, E3 doesn't travel through the air. It causes massive, slow-moving currents to flow through the ground and subsequently through any long conductor buried in the ground. The target. E3's primary target is the national power grid, long, unshielded copper wires, but it will also target every underground cable, every water pipe, and every communication line. The Faraday cage failure. The E3 component will induce a massive current in the long-haul grounding system connected to your cage. The power surge is too slow and too massive for consumer-grade surge protectors to handle. It will burn out transformers, communication nodes, and even underground fiber optics, making any quick recovery impossible. Your cage is safe, but the entire infrastructure around it is fundamentally destroyed by a threat it was never designed to face. The result: even after the initial EMP pulse E1 passes, the E3 component ensures the power grid and any buried electronic infrastructure will remain inoperable for years, not months.
The deeper truth. The ultimate failure isn't the technology, but the human mind. We rely on the cage, the gear, and the plan. The psychological shock, the emotional fallout when a prepper opens their safe box and finds their gear is destroyed is often more devastating than the EMP itself. It's the sense of ultimate betrayal by the one thing they trusted. The mindset gap. Introduce the concept that the only true survival is psychological resilience, the Stoic method. No amount of technology can replace the ability to cope with massive, systemic loss. The real danger. The biggest thing your Faraday cage won't protect you from is the panic, violence, and chaos of the 99% who did not prepare. What won't your Faraday cage protect you from? It won't protect you from the unseen geological threat, the E3, the magnetic proximity coupling, or the human failure of trust. The best shield is not metal, but knowledge and adaptability. The truth about the Faraday cage is just the beginning. Were you surprised by the failure points? Did I miss any flaws in the design? Tell me in the comments below. Let's start a real conversation about true EMP resilience. And subscribe now, because next week we expose the one device currently sold on the open market that can secretly block the E3 component.